there has got to be something else besides pickleball and golf, and that's what I'm going to do today. Go out and explore some of the other things the Villages has to offer. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Rusty Nelson, and thanks a lot for joining me. And thank you so much for subscribing and liking this if you like the content. I really appreciate it. It just takes a second to smash that button. And here we go. So I was I get these videos, like notes and messages from people that I can obviously tell that they don't live at the Villages, and some of them are just trolls hunting around, and they're going to be grumpy and put stuff down no matter where they are. And other ones are people that they're just generally, they don't quite understand what the Village is all about. The Villages, let me tell you something before we get started on this. From my perspective, it's an anomaly. And the reason I say that is everybody thinks of a retirement community as the person going, around in their wheelchair or something. And it's just not that. It is an extremely active community, and it may be active in all sorts of ways. It could be writing poetry, or it could be playing shuffleboard. It could be, of course, golf and pickleball and those types of things, activities in pools and groups of activities. But what makes it different, what really makes it different, is the fact that you have this area called the Villages that takes up so much area that right now it takes 25, 30 minutes to drive from one end to the other. And in a few short years, it's going to take 35, 40 minutes to drive, plus a whole nother set of activities that we don't have yet. Who knows? But that's what I wanted to talk about today really quick, is maybe visit a couple of these other activities, show you really quick how you can find some of these activities. And what would really be great is if you're involved in an activity and you're at the Villages right now and you'd like me to come visit and take a look at it, please put it down in the comments. Don't try to contact me other ways. It just doesn't work. You can put it down in the comments. I'll see it and I'll keep track of that. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be fun to kind of visit other activities in the Villages. So today what I'm going to do is show you really quick how you can find these activities, and then go visit a few things that you may not think of, or you may want to try, who knows. But we'll go visit a few of these, and then I'll keep doing segments further on with this of different activities. And that's about it. So I woke up one morning, and that's where I'm going to start, kind of in my car, and I was hunting down the Model RC group. Now you'll see what this is. And because I always kind of had an interest in it, so I wondered what they did. Now, I will tell you one thing that I find really fun about these different groups, whether it's learning to play mahjong, whether it's learning to play horseshoes, whether it's horses, equestrian type stuff, pickleball, whatever it is, it always seems like there is a part of the group that wants to bring new people in and talk to new people and teach people about this. And, that was kind of the way it is with me. So we're going to visit a few different things, from art to RC stuff. And well, let's just go ahead and jump back out to my car while I try to hunt down the RC modeler guys. This place is huge. It has got just about everything up here. People out playing pickleball. Right over there are the softball fields. People are already starting to head on out there. And this right here is the polo club, the polo grounds. And I am going to, boy, like I said, let's try this way, but I kind of have a feeling this may be the wrong way. Anyway, this is one of the softball fields right here. As you can, I don't know if you can see that or not, but right there's scoreboards. This is the polo fields. And looks like there's some kind of gift shop in there. I see some cars way down there, and I'm going to head down that way and see whether that is the correct spot. So this is what it was like when I arrived. I saw them out working their airplanes out there. And as I was standing there, you could kind of tell I didn't belong there, and all these cars are lined up and everything. And it wasn't too long till somebody walked right up to me and kind of made me feel at home and said, "Good morning." Morning.
Hey, you want to hold this?
Sure. All right, so this is Ron's airplane, and he's the president of this club, and he's actually, I got a job right now holding the controller. It's a tough job, but he's going to fly his airplane, and we're going to check it out here.
Okay, taking off.
Gear up.
Sounds like you got moguls in there.
And there's no lacking of abuse around here either.
No, for sure.
That definitely seems like a good group of guys, that's for sure. Hey Ron, just out of curiosity, is there any women or children or kids?
Well, kids no, because they have to live in the villages.
Oh, okay.
Although we do bring guests in, and we used to have a kids flying program, which is on hold right now. But yeah, we do have some women in the club.
Great.
All our planes are electric. That's a rule of the villages for noise. We do fly jets here.
There's actually electric jet engines?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And they fly about 100 miles an hour.
How fast?
About 100.
Really? Oh.
We have propeller-driven ones that do 120, actually.
How many members are there?
Well, we have a total of 230-some.
Wow.
But as all clubs go, you get 50, 60, 70 people that are active.
Oh, that's still a pretty good amount of people, though.
Yeah.
And then, if for somebody starting out new, is there a teaching a process you go through?
Yeah, we have buddy boxes. In other words, I'll hook that plane to a buddy box, and you'll fly it. And if you screw up, I'll save it. Hopefully.
Okay.
And we use trainer planes, which is that guy right there.
I just met Bill, and Bill has had let's see, you filled a couple of these, and they both crashed.
No, just one crashed.
Oh, just one crashed?
This one.
So now Ron's you're gonna help him out?
We do have a disclaimer here. We're usually pretty good.
Not worried about it.
in keeping them in the air, but if it crashes,
I understand that completely.
it's all on you.
Yeah.
All right, so this is definitely interesting. This is Bill's, I think maybe his second or third attempt to fly this airplane that he built. And we're going to get to witness it. And so he's going to use Ron's experience to give it a go. Here we go.
All right, guys, maiden flight, taking off.
So far, so good. It flies.
Holy cow.
That's a pleasant surprise.
Give me a couple of clicks of right. Winding down in 18
Landing from the left.
Okay.
Nice job.
Right here.
Okay.
Well, your car is down there, right?
Okay, so we know Bill's playing
So-
flies now.
You're
That's
stopping a foot short.
So here's what we wound up on trim.
well, congratulations, guys.
Okay, huh? Okay. Ron, thanks a million.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Okay, a little bit of teamwork got it airborne. Yeah, good times.
I got to admit, I had my fingers crossed for Bill there. You could tell he really wanted to get that thing up in the air finally without it crashing. But that was a lot of fun. Those folks pretty passionate about what they do. And, I'll show you really quick because I got a couple more things, some art, RC, a couple other things to show you, activities. But I'm going to show you people that aren't familiar with basically 3 ways you can find out about this type of thing. And I'll put the links down below, so I'm just going to run through these really quick. Here we go. I'm just going to run through these really quick because I actually do have a video where I go through this more in depth. So I will put that link down below, or you can use the link up above if you're on a computer, or the text down below. But this is villages.com, thevillages.com. And let's say you wanted to, let's say kayak. Click on kayak over here, and you can see it says Lake Sumter Scenic. So that's one thing. You can separate this out by types of things: arts and crafts, entertainment, movies, recreation, locations, different locations, Polo Club to all locations, Savannah Center, Old Mill Playhouse. You can look at different dates. So if you were just interested in today, next week, tomorrow, and you can also search all events just by typing something in the center here. Say pickleball, for instance, and look up that. And here's all things on Wednesday, June 22nd, pickleball. And since we had all dates, as you can see, there's a lot of pickleball. Yeah, a lot of pickleball, but you can look up all of them. Now, also, you can go over to the Villages Recreation and Parks. And as many of you know already, there is this magazine, I'll call it, that comes out once a week on Thursdays. And if you get the Daily Sun, you will get it delivered to you. If not, you can pick up a hard copy at one of the major rec centers, or you can just come online digitally and look it up here. I will put the links to this down below, but you can see instruction, pickleball rating instruction, how to do platform tennis. There's all types of information in here. Really good bit of information. The districtgov.org. Also, as you dig into that, you can do club listings and check it out here. If you look up in the top right-hand corner, 183 pages, and I think there's like 12 or 14 on each page. So you do the math, and it has a lot of communications, like who to a Healthier Bradford, I'm not sure what that is, Aviary Village Rec Center, all these people, you can contact them. So that's about it for that. And also, there's some listings inside the bubble. If you get the newsletter for Inside the Bubble, that link's always down below for the book, or you can go to the newsletter and they'll give you a lot of information there. So let's get back to some activities. I can't drive by the polo fields without actually giving you a shot of the fields. It's pretty unbelievable, the facility here. Now you're looking at one side of this. On the other side is almost the exact same thing. And as you can see in the distance, there are fields after fields after fields. So if people have an interest in this, maybe I'll stop by and talk to the folks at the polo fields and see exactly what goes on and stop in and see a game. This trip takes me up to the rec center, El Santiago, and this is just actually right not too far from the polo fields, and going to go in and look at a art class, painting class. So this should be interesting. I've always had an interest in this, so let's go ahead and go in and check it out. So This is Diane. She teaches the class, and right now she's going to go teach the beginning part of
a painting.
painting. And this is what the class is going to do, this
Yes.
painting. And she's going to teach right now is going to start with what, the sky?
The sky.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take a look at that real quick.
Remember to do your sides. Don't worry, I mean, if you've got clear or white and your brown is showing through, don't worry about it, because you'll wind up coming back and probably doing another coat. Plus your clouds are going
Artie, I'm Rusty.
I'm Artie. I'm Rusty. This is an acrylic class that we have every Wednesday, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, in the evening.
How long have you been doing this?
I guess I'm here about probably going on 2 years.
Yeah.
This summer I think would be 2 years. But I came to the class because it was in the middle of the summer 2 years ago. It was so hot you couldn't really do anything outside.
Yeah.
So I said, well, let me go check out one of these classes. And I picked this one out of the village paper. And I just came over and I came in. And the woman sat me down. She gave me a paper plate with paint on it, gave me some brushes, and put a picture of a sailboat up and said, paint that.
Have at it.
And I was like, really? Are you kidding me? Most of the people here are women in this class, but there's a few men. But we all blend in together, and if somebody doesn't have something, we lend it to each other. If you don't have a color or you don't have a certain brush.
And this is yours too?
I'm working on this.
You're working on that one?
Yeah, that's another one that I'm working on. And the nice part is I've been here long enough that I can be a little creative on my own. But she's just starting a new painting, and with some of the newer students, she goes step by step by step by step for you to know what to do.
Oh, that's great. Take a shot of that class real quick. So basically you don't have to know anything when you drop in here.
No, I came in here, I couldn't paint a straight line if I wanted to,
Can you now?
Probably a little bit, but I've learned a few tricks, so I know how to do it now, yes. But that's the thing, every time you come, you seem to learn a new trick or a new way of
Yeah, I think that's what it's all about.
And then all of a sudden you say, you know what, I can use that again and again and again, and your paintings improve. And the people that are here, if they do something, they say, well, let me show you how I did it. And they help each other out.
Yeah, that's great. So that's it. That's his artwork, and actually that's pretty good. Yeah, that was a lot of fun talking to Artie, because he had actually started that 2 years ago, and he said, you know what, it was so hot outside. I guess a couple years ago, and he said, I got to find something else to do. But he said, afterwards, he told me, he said, I went down there and everybody was so nice and everything. And he says, next thing I know, I'm painting away, having a blast. And he says, I look forward to that every week. And so I think that's something I'd probably like. And these things are not expensive. Sometimes there's a little, I'll call it a lab cost or whatever. But, I sat back and I listened to the class for a while, and I listened to them teach, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. You can kind of learn stuff. So there's just a ton of artistic stuff. And so if you are part of one and you'd like me to come in and take a look at it, let me know. Now, there's a couple, I must have been on an RC thing, radio controlled thing for the day. So I'm going to show you 2 quick visits. I didn't get to talk to people this day, but I'll show you 2 quick visits to 2 different places, and that's it. Let's just go do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you're looking for something that's a little more relaxing and still competitive, this is definitely the sport for you. Although it can be very technical, I know, because I used to race sailboats, but what a place to come out and race model sailboats. And these guys got it made in the shade, so to speak. And I guess they come out every so often and race. Unfortunately, There's nobody to talk to right now because they're all engrossed in the middle of a race. But this is what a nice, gorgeous little area, and you can see all the way down the end. You can see different marks, and the start gets a little crazy. But anyway, this looks like it's something that's fun to be, that might be to try. I saw a guy that was selling a sailboat right when we first started for about $500. So like I said, it definitely gets kind of technical. And let's, since we don't have nobody to talk to on this one, let's go ahead and continue on and jump out to the next, wherever we end up. And while we're talking about things to do, also, there's some folks out here fishing right now, so I'm sure there's some type, and there goes a guy's got something on right now. No idea what it is, but we're going to find out, I think. That was a miss, but there's plenty of wildlife around here, some friendly little ducks. Now we're going to go take off. I decided to take a walk down to the Everglades Rec Center and take a look at the RC Racing Club. Now, it's about ready to start racing, it's about ready to start raining, but these guys are out, and I guess they meet on the weekends on Saturday. And each time they meet, so alternating Saturdays, some race on the oval and some race drag racing. And today they're actually going to do the drag racing, so I'm going to see whether I can get some fun pictures of this. And so far they're just kind of getting warmed up, but let me tell you, these things are lightning fast. And then they actually have a bumper set up down at the end here, so I'm going to set the camera up, and who knows what we'll see. But you know, there's some people coming around and gathering, but this is one of those activities here at the Villages that has nothing to do with pickleball and nothing to do with golf. So it's kind of fun. These guys take this pretty seriously, and they have a whole setup for when they're drag racing. So yeah, we're about ready to see what happens. Let's see if we got it. Right lane's the winner. 212 on the tree and 236. And it was one of those unfortunate days where they got one race off. It's kind of fun to watch, but now it started raining, and it doesn't deal too well with rain down here. So that was the end of the races for today. But let me tell you something. They're a quick, fun group of guys. And it was fun to watch. I didn't realize those things move that quick. And those guys told me that it'll cover like 66 or 70 feet in like 1.2 seconds or something like that. So pretty fast. Anyway, that's it. We'll see whether we can find something else to do.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun talking with all the people in those different groups. And I'm kind of doing this selfishly because there's this whole world down there, down at the Villages, and all you have to do is step outside the door. And I find that unique because if you were, say, up where I live right now in Kennett Square, to find groups of people like that do different things, like to go find, I tried finding an art class up here, and you know, there's a ton of them down in the Villages, and the people are all kind of in my age group or so. And when I tried to do it up here, it was tough finding it. So that's the unique thing. I mean, folks, we go down there, we're kind of in that retirement. You may be working part-time, you may still be working, but those groups and the people are really easy to find down in the Villages. And people that write to me, they don't understand how large this community is. Think about this. If it takes a half an hour to drive from the northern part up where the polo fields are to the new McGrady's area down there, down to the turnpike, and now it's going to even expand even further, think about how many people are there to enjoy this kind of life, and they're simply having fun. So I'd like to do more of these, and if you have a group that you'd like me to come see, like I said, please don't contact me in any other way. Please put it down in the comments and I will try to get back to you if I can. Anyway, I hope you had fun watching this. I plan on doing a bunch more of these, investigating a lot of these other groups. And July, I might be missing a couple videos because I go storm chasing and I guide people storm chasing out in the Midwest for a while. So stand by to stand by. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks a lot for liking, and I will either see you back here on YouTube or I'll see you down in the villages. Have a great day.